right. Welcome back to the BOE Entertainment Podcast, your favorite show on the internet, your favorite show with your favorite three guys. We are your hosts. I am Philip Beavers.
I'm Nick Bradshaw.
I'm Kevin Mora.
Wow, guys. Here we are in the studio.
Yeah, it's been a long
It's
time.
been a
Really
long
fucking
time
long
since the
time.
three of us have been here.
It's been like 10 or 12 episodes.
Yeah,
No, it
something
hasn't
like
been
that.
12.
It has
Has
been
it?
at least
has
2
been a
months.
minute.
I think
It's
it's
been
been
a
at
minute.
least like 6 or 8
I was about to say,
episodes.
actually, that might sound right.
Yeah.
It's either been in a car, it's been on Zoom, it's been...
We haven't been in here in
Dateline.
a while.
No, not all
It's been a
three of
while.
us. You guys had the two of you who came in.
Yeah, and that was a Dateline interview.
Yeah.
It was
We
That
took a
was really
different
cool. I
framing.
do want to go. I want to try that again with the three of us.
That'd be
I-
fun. We just need another camera.
I want it to be all three of us back to back, though.
Well, what if we were just to back up one of them
to
get
get
the
two
two
people.
of you?
Well, you just won't get the like straight on.
Yeah. You won't have the over the shoulder thing.
Yeah. So
And
it's
then,
there's
okay,
different
honestly,
ways
that
we
and
can
was
then
do it.
my
that's
camera would
fine
have to be
because
like
it was-
between y'all.
It was annoying every so often having to do the... So I can get my focus again.
Yeah. So it would focus on the shoulder.
Yeah, because Nick would just like hit his vape and it's just
Yeah.
like...
Yep.
zing.
It goes right to my arm and
Yeah.
hand. and it
Guys,
just cannot go back.
smoking not only kills you, but it kills momentum.
Yes, it does.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, it
Everybody
does.
stop smoking, if anything, so that way we can have better videos.
Yeah, that's what
Actually,
we need.
I feel like if everybody stopped smoking in Hollywood, the videos would get shit.
I
Oh
think they get
yeah,
a lot
dude, all the
worse.
David Lynch movies would suck
They
ass.
get a lot worse.
If you just removed all the smoking.
All the Fosse
meant-
musicals would suck ass.
Yeah, no, I mean like literally. I don't think editing would get done.
What's
what else
his
are they
name?
supposed to live off of?
Who's one of the horror guys? Who's like the father of horror films?
Hitchcock?
Yeah, Hitchcock
oh.
smoked like a motherfucker.
He did.
Hunter
the
S. Thompson
cigars.
shit would have sucked ass if he wasn't smoking those fucking. What is the
Fucking-
name? They're like not even cowboy killers. They're like worse than that. They were like
Oh, I
like
don't know.
all tar basically. Like they
Ernest Hemingway smoked his pipe all the time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Famous smokers and
Shakespeare was known
all
to
the
grow
Dude,
tobacco in his.
To this day,
Anthony
I
Bourdain.
can't do
Anthony
a long.
Bourdain, he would have never got off heroin if it wasn't for cigarettes.
It's
American-
true.
He said he was like, if I didn't have cigarettes, I'd still be on heroin.
I
Yeah.
love Anthony Bourdain. I
And
love
then he
that
was like,
everybody
blah
loves
blah
him.
blah food.
Blah
That's
blah
what he
blah
said.
food.
That's what he
I
said?
almost died when I was in
Blah blah
Attic.
blah. Yeah,
That is what he
That's
says.
basically
he did
every
say shit
single
like that. That's
episode.
actually almost exactly what he said.
What are we in
Honestly,
Thailand? Do you know I
same.
almost died?
This reminds me of when I was.
Oh shit, we're in
relapsing
Germany
on
this week. Did I tell you I'm
heroin.
an addict?
Did I tell you that I'm an addict and I almost died off of heroin?
This
Isn't
is
that kind of
actually
crazy,
so
guys?
good. It
Addict
reminds me of when I was
currently, meaning
Isn't
I'll
that-
never
food
not
for the
be.
first
If you
time.
think about it,
It's
it's
like, okay.
kind of nuts.
Oh, okay.
If you really think about it.
Pretty crazy.
It's actually awesome.
Well, welcome. What have you guys been watching? Any media you've been
Watching
consuming?
immediately into that. I've been media. I've been what's it called listening to a lot of Rich Nunu. I think that we've been talking about that.
Yeah. You've been playing a lot of
I
Rich
don't know,
Nunu.
Rich Nunu. Shit face
Getting
Steve,
very
F-H-216,
drilly. Getting very New Yorky.
getting drilly.
Getting drilly.
Get to my
Ah.
drilly meditation.
I
Getting
go
My
on
daily
like
meditation.
phases. I've been having such
Getting
a
drilly.
like 90s like R&B neo soul kind of vibe, but then I got put on to a one Rich Nunu song, and I'm all about the badass.
Oh yeah.
All about the badass.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I actually don't believe you.
I know you wouldn't because you don't listen to any good music.
That
Any-
is not fucking
Wow.
true.
You
I've
just
shown
listen
you
to-
good
He just
music.
listens to Jeans 24/7 on repeat by Two Hollis.
I
That's all
do
he
listen
listens
to that song a lot.
That's all he listens to.
On me. Only just two guys beats. Love me. You make it fight too easy. Put your body on my jeans. Put your body on my jeans.
Yep.
I just blasted the mic.
No, that's literally what his fucking music sounds like. So
Yeah. I think it's interesting. He has like a weird, it sounds like he's in like a completely untreated, like kind of like big closet or like a really shitty
really shitty
airport
music studio.
bathroom.
The best
Yeah.
environment for you to be doing
Honestly,
that.
Yeah, it's like
I
so today.
love-
Well, but like
I
it's
love it.
only like certain. It's like a filter he puts it through, and I don't know if it's like a plate reverb or something that just makes it sound like this like tinny.
I don't know, man. I think that he probably is like recording either like in a hotel room while he's like on tour.
Oh,
or just
100%.
like in his fucking bedroom.
Dude, NBA YoungBoy has multiple songs. He recorded all the vocals in a car on the way to a concert.
Yep. And now
That's crazy.
was he?
Pardoned.
Yeah, pardoned.
Pardoned by
yeah.
Trump,
Like
yep.
he got
When
was
he
when got
definitely did it. Like
Yes.
that's also the Larry Hoover thing. Hey man, he did it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
I don't know what he's. This feels. It's
Larry
just, it
Hoover
feels
one was shocking
racist.
to me. That was crazy.
Well, but so he what is it called? Commuted one of his sentences.
yeah.
But then he also has to still has to serve a 200-year
Yeah, exactly.
sentence
Yeah, so
from a
nothing.
California like state charge that
Yeah.
is like not permissible to be up for pardoning.
Yeah.
Which is like, is that a RICO charge or is that a murder charge?
I have no idea.
Because what the fuck did you do that not even the president can go, listen?
When I was in that
Save him.
phase of like reading about criminals all
Yeah.
the time, I remember reading about Larry Hoover. Like I know he founded the GDs and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
remember a lot of what I like read about him.
Yeah.
Like I remember that, it was similar to who did that guy? Who did what is his name? Jamie Foxx play in that movie. It's like Unredeemable or something like
Ray
that.
Charles.
Ah, damn, I couldn't
Ray
think of his name
Charles.
fast enough.
No.
I literally could not
Oh,
think of it. Oh, Django?
Tookie,
Django?
Tookie
Django.
Williams. He played
Electro.
That's it. Yeah. Yep. Similar idea, similar film,
Oh,
similar feel,
Jamie
all
Foxx
that
in the
sort of
Jamie
stuff.
Foxx show.
That's it.
Yeah,
you
that was
got
the
it.
one,
You
right?
got him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it. That's good.
What else has he been in?
Red Fox? Was that? No, that's not him.
No.
That's
What,
just a
what
fox.
else was that? What else was Jamie Foxx in? Did you just say
He's
Red
in a
Fox
lot.
just because of Fox,
Yeah.
dude? I just realized that.
I think you've named most of the major things, or at least
Really?
the biggest ones.
No way. He's been in
Yeah.
so much.
He's
Slow
been in a
Jams?
lot.
What was he? What?
Soul Jams?
I think so.
That's a
he
Kanye
was
West
he was
song.
on Chappelle's show a couple times as people.
He was a lot. No,
But
I'm
I
not
forget
gonna
who
look
he
it up.
was,
No,
but-
I'm not gonna look this
Right.
up. That sucks. But in terms of media, like videos, I have been so absorbed in Planet Earth or Our Planet, like the nature docs. So fucking good.
just getting
I
high and watching them,
forgot.
or just like
No,
raw dogging
putting-
sober Planet Earth.
No, putting it on for my students first of all, and
Oh.
second of
That
all,
is a common
So you're
one.
not watching.
Oh,
you're
I'm
just
fucking
presenting.
watching it. In
You're
fact,
presenting it.
they're all watching it. Instead of doing work,
It is
I saw them go.
captivating, dude.
Oh damn!
Yeah, that's a common
Oh
one.
shit, get him. Damn.
No,
Damn.
Oh, he's going. They're about to run his. They're about to run his shit. Oh, they're about to.
He goes and like, something gets eaten and he's just like, yeah, that's you. You got
Stop.
eaten. That's
The-
me and you and I
No,
ate
the
you.
worst part is it's like the elephant. It's like it's your girlfriend.
Fat bitch.
It's like, no, I hate it because there's a student today. It's like, oh, it's so cute. It's like me, and they're like, yeah, it's literally you.
Literally, you
It's
fat,
literally
fat,
you. Fat.
you
No, they
fat,
said
fat,
because you're fat.
fat.
Because you're big. You're a
Wow.
big back.
You a big bitch.
Love.
Oh,
that.
I'm a big bitch. That's a joke from Cumtown.
That does sound like our students, though.
That is literally a joke from Cumtown. Oh,
That
I
sounds
made all
like
my
them.
money
It
being a
really
big
is.
bitch.
I just hate saying like, yeah, it's from Comtown. That's our students.
That's our students.
That's our students right
That
there.
would make sense. High school humor was basically Cumtown. It was if high school humor
Ugh.
had a few years and was real
Just
depressed.
a little bit
Yeah.
more. Just
And-
a
and was making-
Very
little
cynical.
bit
and was making
more.
way more money than they ever should have been.
100%.
Like,
Yep.
that's one of my favorite
COVID
things
was
on the
slow
cast
for
is like
everybody.
one of my favorite things listening to Cumtown back to it is like when crypto was getting really big during the quarantine
Yep.
and Nick Mullen was losing, I'm not kidding, tens of thousands of dollars
Every
to
time.
crypto.
Yep.
Every week he would come in and be like, I'm another 60,000 down. I take whatever money I get from the podcast and I immediately blow it and just basically just give it to the Chinese. like, he's like, don't listen to me on any of my calls. Don't listen to any of my crypto advice. I'm really bad at this. I've lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in this. Like,
Yeah. You know what? and it
dude, they were
shows.
making $300,000 a year. Like each.
Between I'm about to say
Not
like,
really, but they were
that's
making
crazy.
I think
Honestly,
it was
probably,
like
based off of
15K each a month.
views, They have a
pretty
Patreon.
good.
They
That's
had
pretty
they
damn
had
good.
advertisers.
Yeah.
They were at least like once a week, right?
They were 2 a week.
Damn.
Because well, they had a regular and then a Patreon.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
they
yeah,
were
that's what I'm
getting
saying.
they were
So had
monetizing
pa-
YouTube.
paywall,
They
yeah.
were monetizing YouTube and then they had the Patreon, which was
Mhm.
like $5 minimum. And I think they had like a couple thousand subscribers.
They probably
So
had
that's
those
why they're making
freaks.
like $45,000 a
Like,
month.
Yeah, and they had those freaks who would just give them money anyway.
Yeah. Imagine you're making 15 grand a month, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
be insane. Life-changing
you.
money.
You should do that. to
Like I'm
us.
making 5 grand basically a month now, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's
Yeah.
fucking sick.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Life changing money, man.
It really is like you go from like a shitty, $2,600 a month basically job.
Yep.
And you like just double that. You're like, I can actually breathe.
Yeah. Yep, that's the best part.
No wonder we
dude.
should kill rich people, dude.
I
Fuck that.
literally was thinking that
Yeah,
right
this is making me
now.
depressed.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm not
making
gonna
me
lie.
realize
It's making me like
how-
depressed,
how
like
much
in a
people-
nostalgic way of being like, oh my god, I was sitting there being like, I make okay money. It's just like not at all.
No,
like-
actually.
And we were
that
supporting
reminds
the
me of another-
business.
yeah,
on
and
top
we
of
were,
that.
and yeah, we
We
were
have a
having to
business
pay
that
for the
supports it,
office
yeah.
still out of our pocket
And now it
because we weren't
supports
making
itself,
enough.
which is
Yeah.
fucking great.
Yeah, now it's hey, hire us.
Yep.
Um,
Hire us.
Also,
Whatever you
actually,
need.
speaking about that, reminds me of another thing I was watching. Dude,
Yeah.
and this is so shitty. The Jubilee like surrounded the 1 vs 20s are so fucking bad.
Oh, dude, Jubilee and
They're
its
so
producers should be
fucking
shot
bad.
and killed on site.
So
Dude, I'm on like
probably
I'm
they're
on
so divisive. They bring the worst
worse.
people with the worst takes
Yeah.
on.
Of course
I
they
was
do.
watching like
Bro, it's television. They're
Oh,
not actually
dude,
trying
it
to
was
foster
No, but it's not
meaningful
even. It's
debate.
I
YouTube.
know.
So it's worse.
But that's what I mean. Is like
No,
it's
there's-
still
yeah.
still television,
Yeah.
No,
bro.
no, it's for
like
entertainment. This is
it's
entertainment
Jerry
purposes
Springer.
only.
It's
Yeah,
fucking.
I was gonna
it's
say it's
it's
daytime.
Maury. It's
public
what we all
access.
went to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
see, man.
And I
How do we make these lower class white people fight each other like
Angry.
as close to fisticuffs as we can?
Well, so
Like,
Jubilee is
that's
like
90%
almost
of it.
entirely black people.
Oh,
too.
there you go.
And it's like
But,
the
like,
Zoo- it's like the
regardless.
Zeus network.
Regardless
what?
of race,
It's like the Zeus
that's
network,
what you're going
which is
for.
like bad girls,
Oh,
like
yeah.
baddies,
Baddies.
and all that shit, and like
Awesome.
all those other knockoff
I mean, it's
shit.
basically the same. It genuinely is
Bro.
basically the same.
Watching, like, I follow a lot of black creators on TikTok, and watching them all have the same opinion of just like the CIA has been retired for the last 20 years because we're doing it ourselves. Like the CIA
They've been
is,
kicking their feet up.
yeah, dude,
Yep.
they're just collecting royalty checks at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I saw one today that was this like kid who's like probably 16, 17, and he was like, I feel like the only jobs you can really get like right out of like high school, like when you're done with school. By the way, done with school. He was like, when you're done with school, like the only jobs are basically like basketball player, football player, like rapper, FL studio, or like like influencer. And it's just like like I don't really know what else I would do after school. And it cuts to another guy, and he's just like, the CIA is doing double backflips from standing position right now. They're so happy. Like you said FL Studio as
a
an
job.
occupation.
I know,
Yep.
dude. I
They
was
don't
about
have to
say
do
something about
anything. We've
that.
done it ourselves. Like
It's pretty fucking awesome.
It's so crazy, dude.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Ronald Reagan is doing his 7th victory lap. Like,
Yeah.
like kids these days just nothing. Like nothing.
We're
And
fucked, man.
all these kids are so like
Dude.
anti-intellectual because their dumbass parents
Dude,
are.
trust me, we
Dude,
teach
that's
them
the- I was
every
about to
day.
say, the
Like,
kids, the attitude is always the worst part because it always comes from home.
dude,
And it's just like, okay, well, I can't teach you manners because you're just gonna go home and then have everything ruined.
That's
If
why you should be able to
anything-
hit children, quite frankly.
Well, I mean, that's why I
As a
gotta be like
teacher.
strict in terms of like, yeah, no, you're not doing that. And it's like, well, these people let me do it. It's like, yeah, but they're not me.
That's
it's
great.
just-
They're not teaching your class.
It's
I am.
not even. It's just like other teachers are like, yeah, but they're not me. You don't do that here. You don't do that here.
Yeah.
oh yeah. I try to be very laid back, but I'm still not going to let you do whatever you want. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that's the whole thing is that you teach a core subject, I teach an elective class, so I'm a little bit less of like you need this to graduate. But I'm just
Mhm.
very much on the vein of like I'm going to tell you once or twice, and after that, it's on you. So like it's the end of the year. I have a bunch of kids coming to me being like, "When am I going to remake this test?" Bro, I don't know.
I gave you the time.
I gave you the
Oh,
time.
that's-
I had
Multiple
office hours. I have
multiple
office
times
hours every
over.
fucking day,
That's my favorite
dumbass.
response. You tell me.
You tell
Yep.
me.
You
I had
tell
a
me.
kid not that long ago come in. I got to retake this test. Okay. Can you do it right now? It's after school. And he's like, well, I don't know about right now. I'm not going to be in for most of the rest of the week. And I was like, sounds like you're doing it now. Crazy. Isn't that fucked? Doesn't that suck?
I never
like-
got that response. Like, what the fuck do you think? You think I'm gonna pull you out of another class to do
Or
this?
do you think I'm going to be like, you know what, man? I didn't realize you were so busy.
Yeah.
My bad.
right?
I'm going to take that grade
Dude, you
off
should
for
have
you.
came to me and told me about your schedule. I
Yeah.
I would have
Dude.
penciled you in.
I would have penciled
I
like,
would've
dude.
gone- I
no
would've
question.
Dude,
penciled
I
you
would
in.
have changed every rule that I give to every other person.
Every
for
single
you
one.
if I had known.
Yeah.
Special, man.
Without a
Holy
question.
shit, dude! What the hell? Tell me earlier.
But
Yeah.
no, the gentle parenting thing is
moron.
crazy. What also
Dude,
gets
it's the
me the
lack of
most
parenting.
is just like
Yeah.
again, I think I've said this before on the podcast, so I apologize for repeating myself,
Yeah.
but just the lack of effort to cheat and get out of shit. Like, look, I listen, right? I am not like trying to promote the ideal of getting out of your educational responsibilities.
is.
However, when I was in school, when y'all were in school, I'm sure the same way. If you didn't do an assignment or you fucked up something or you failed a test or whatever, you would at least give it your best shot to like get out of that shit. You know, like you have a presentation due, you completely forgot about it, give them the corrupted file. You need to turn an essay into turnitin.com that you like absolutely plagiarize. Just, you know, tweak it enough that it's not going to set off the fucking like, you know, moderators. Like there was effort in not doing the work, which I know sounds fucking crazy, but like at least it taught us like ingenuity and like the idea of like to cheat like that or to get out of an assignment like that, you have to be a self-starter. You have to be self-reliant because you have to find a way to try to at least appear like you're tricking an adult.
Yeah.
Like I've had a couple of kids cheat on tests before, and a few times it's been like, you know, I blatantly catch you. Like it's bad on me if I don't call you out on this because it's so obvious.
Yeah.
There have been a couple where, you know, maybe they were, maybe they weren't. They were making it hard enough that I was like, you're 17. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's not like you're cheating on the SATs. This is an in-class exam. That's a pretty good method. I'll give it to you. You know, the Chat GPT is the one that kills me the most, where it's just like, again, like I don't have any fucking ego in this, dude. I don't really want to teach. It's a good day job, right? Like I'm not personally offended like some teachers are, where it's like, you don't respect my class, you don't respect me, you don't respect the assignment. Dude, I don't care. Like this is my day job. Like I want to give you this information because it can genuinely help you.
Yeah.
If you don't want it, that's okay. There's more people that will take it. Like that's totally cool. But yeah, dude, like just how are you not even gonna try to get me to convince or to like get out of it or ask for an extension or something? Every time it's just, do you have it? No. It's gonna be a 0. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
dude.
Okay.
Okay.
And for a while, bro, I
Okay.
thought that was me, where I was like, damn, I'm just a bad teacher. Like they just don't respect the work that I give. And then I talked to like every other department, almost every other teacher, and I was like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
It's just the
like
lack,
it's not me, it's y'all.
it's
No,
the
yeah.
lack of
It's
ability
definitely
to
them.
take care of the phones is such a bad thing in school. But my favorite part is also taking phones.
Yep.
I love taking phones.
Oh my god. You know what I have actually? Hold on.
Do you have a student's phone?
Oh.
See, but like y'all talking about this, and I say this every time you bring up something new. You always give me more reasons why. Thank God I'm not a teacher.
I feel like you'd have a good time.
I don't think I would have a good time coming to y'all and being like, dude, I just destroyed this child.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, that's one of these bags?
Yeah, one of the yonder pouches.
Can I
You
see? I've
should-
never actually
Yonder
seen one
pouch.
before.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
put your
God, the
phones-
needle isn't
Put your
there.
phones in there, and then you have to like close it shut, and it's like a magnet that keeps it closed all day.
No,
You
it's a
can-
needle.
Or a needle. Yeah, you can open it pretty easily,
Can I see?
like from what everyone said.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still
there
in
it is.
there.
Yeah. Lock
it's
it.
still
See
in
if Phil can get it. Because all the students
don't even
can.
think this
I've
one will
seen these
lock.
before, and I've seen kids. Like it's basically like it's the equivalent
this
of when
one
you
will
saw
lock.
like dropouts and burnouts who are like, "Oh, easiest way to get your fucking house arrest thing off of you." Like you're like, "What the
Dude,
fuck?"
No,
man?
it's
Yep.
Why don't you just fucking
extremely easy.
It's very easy.
Let's see if I can pop it in.
Kids
it's
were
like- it's not locked.
smashing
No,
them.
No, I'll find a new one so we can see how long.
this
it
thing is
takes,
broken.
There's a
yeah.
I
Because
know.
I'm sure they just destroy them.
Yeah.
There's a
dude,
tutorial
yes.
on TikTok where you put 2 pencils in between it in a certain way, and you literally just pry
Pop
it
the
until
thing
it
off.
just
Pops it open. Yep.
pops it open.
But see, my thing is like, are you really stopping anything?
I mean, yeah, like you can't. Okay, here's my thing. I don't agree with them whatsoever, so I'm not promoting them like that.
But like
In
is
my
it
class,
RFID?
I
or,
literally tell
like-
kids, I don't give a shit if you have them. Just don't let the admin see you because
Yeah.
then we both get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
But like, I will say that some kids, usually the kids who also like enjoy coming to school and try, like they would keep them in their yonder pouches most of the time, right? Like they respected the rules. That's not most kids.
No, the kids
so
who
for
use
that
the yonder
reason,
pouches didn't need them in the first place.
exactly.
That's what I mean. Is like
that's
those,
my whole
those
thing.
kids would have wanted to learn regardless.
Oh, in that way, yes. I thought you meant just like physically of like, I mean, when it's locked, like you can't do shit on your phone, but at the same time, like you're just gonna break it and go.
But I mean, like, is putting their phone away really making them go, wow, you know what? It's like the guy from fucking Wall-E when he finally gets off the computer and he's like, holy shit, have you seen all this?
this
Like,
whole
oh,
world.
The world is so amazing. Like, no
I
fucking
would probably
dumbass,
say
like, rat
10%.
child
10%
who is so addicted to this shit is gonna
Rat
fucking
child.
put it away and then go, God, I gotta put my life
Oh
back
my
together. Like,
God.
shut the this
Ten-
just
Where have I been?
You're gonna get some more. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of work for some students, and I think that with the pouches, maybe 10% more of the population pay attention. But it's so easy to get past our fucking firewall too.
Yep.
That they just I've literally seen them on both Roblox, Instagram, and TikTok on their Chromebooks.
Yeah,
And
like
that's
not
that's the
supposed to be
thing,
using
man.
it.
That's the thing that kills me the most about this is like I've watched in my class,
Yeah.
especially when these were big, like the second semester when they rolled these out hard, and we really tried to be like on it with the kids. Again, there was
you missed the first wave.
there was multiple times that I watched.
Smallest fucking needle
I
possible.
watched an admin come into my class, be like, "Excuse me, Mr. Bradshaw. Hey, you, give me your phone. Why is it not in your yonder pouch? Give me your phone and your pouch right now." And they would take the phone, put it into the pouch, close it, and be like, "You can pick this up at the end of the day." And then they would walk out, right? You know,
why'd you put it in the pouch?
I know. Left with it, and the kid immediately just goes and just takes out their Chromebook and goes back to immediately what they were
Like,
just
of
doing a second
course,
ago.
Yeah.
accessibility
just
is
like-
everywhere. So you're not teaching them anything except for the fact that, like,
there
Cheat a
there
little
is never
Cheat a
going to
little
be a
bit harder.
time. We literally talked about this as part of curriculum in my class. This is a different thing now. When we were younger, this was an accessory. It was an add-on. For them, it is part of life. So
Yeah.
you have to do it that way. I'm not saying to promote more screen time. I'm saying that if you treat it like it's a reward, then they're going to treat it like it's a desirable reward that they have to like get no matter what.
Yeah.
It's not a reward, it's a daily part of life now. So like I just think that you're sending the wrong message, and you're also not teaching them the value of you don't need a fucking pouch to put your phone away. You know, like there are just times, and especially in your future when you go to college, when you're going to a job interview, if you get a notification on your phone, you don't want to just be able to pull it out and answer it when you're right in the middle of doing something important. You have to train yourself to not do that, especially for this generation. So this is setting them back by so long. No wonder kids are pulling out phones in the middle of my tests. There's no boundary that's set of like, it's not even that you're not allowed to do that. You shouldn't. It's not like you're going to get in huge trouble. It's not like somebody's going to fucking kill you. You're going to get arrested. It's the like social thing and the way it looks like in a job interview.
Okay,
Yeah, sure. You can
that's
pull your
what-
phone out. If you have a genuine emergency, okay, maybe they'd even understand. But if it's not and they're talking to you and you just quickly go down, return a text, and then look back up at them, you're probably not going to get that job. So like, this is what I'm saying. One of our colleagues, Mr. Gentry, brought up a bunch of stuff about this too. You're not actually solving the core issue. You're putting a Band-Aid on it, and the Band-Aid isn't even good. Like you didn't even put it on the right way to close the wound.
Yeah,
it's like
and
barely
it's very
hanging
easy
on
to
there.
just rip it off and keep scratching. Like it's like
Exactly.
it's a shitty dog cone,
Yeah.
and it's not actually. It's worse than that.
No, it's like a cone that you made at home that doesn't even fit around your
Yeah,
dog's
it's
face.
like it's made of like fucking.
They can get
tinfoil. Like,
under it and
I don't know. To me,
still
like
scratch
honestly,
at it.
to me, like this kind of like, I feel like you have to work past it, not past it, but like they're gonna have it in every other aspect of their life.
That's
and I
what
agree.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And I agree that like you have to teach them that like, it's not a punishment of having it. The thing is not the. How do you even say like? The goal to me should be to like make them feel embarrassed for not just naturally paying attention. Like we
Yes.
shouldn't have to rip your teeth out to get you to pay attention to this.
Exactly.
So what I would do is constantly make them present answers, and I'd be, reinforce the like it's okay to fail as long as you're learning something from it.
Of
Right?
course.
But
Failure's part of it.
fucking embarrass them. Like you should. To me, some of my greatest lessons in life were from traumatizing myself from being a fucking idiot. Like
I
it
get
just
that.
was, and I learned the best lessons in life from that. So to me, I'm like, maybe a little bit of embarrassment every time you fucking like if you're not paying attention because you're on your phone the whole time.
Yep.
That old thing of like, oh, when kids were passing notes or not paying attention, you call them up to the front, you go, answer this question right now. Embarrass them in
Yep.
front of their friends so
Yep.
that then they fucking pay attention.
Yep.
And if some of them retreat within themselves and they stop, wanting to present and like be outward because of it, because they're like, oh, well, he's just trying to embarrass me. He's just trying to make me look stupid. Okay, that's you. You're going to have to get past that at some point. I can't help you with all of that. That seems
Yep.
like a you issue kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know
But like,
what's-
just like work with the phone.
You see, I feel
And-
like you'd be a good teacher based off of this.
You would be.
Maybe.
One other thing though that's kind of fucked up. I don't know if
Maybe.
you've
I also
noticed
just want to
this.
embarrass kids. Like, it
No,
sounds
look,
really
look,
fucking
literally,
funny.
No.
That is literally half
You
the
have
job.
to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
That
that's
seems like
also
the
why they
biggest
like
thing. Is
you,
just
too.
fucking like if they got the thing wrong, I myself would be like, "That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe you should pay attention, dumbass."
Yeah. The
And I can't call a
problem-
kid a dumbass in school, but like I would say everything else.
I think
Like-
you say everything else. Also, I'm
Like,
sure you
yikes.
can.
It's
I'm
like-
sure you can.
I don't know if you've noticed
yeah.
this. The
like,
only
especially with the seniors being like, "Wow, what a dumbass, guys!" Right?
Yeah.
Maybe pay attention next time.
Right.
Sit down.
I literally today had to stop myself and say, you know what? I'm gonna be nice today.
Restart.
I said I'm gonna be
restart.
nice today.
Restart yourself
And
do that again.
I had to say that.
from the top.
See,
All right, what are
the
you
other,
saying?
I don't know if you'll agree with this. Like, I've seen them embarrass each other with the academics thing, right? Like I've passed back a test and
Sorry.
heard kids in the back of the classroom going like, "Bro, fucking 30 out of 50? Dude, you are so fucking stupid." Like they're just laying into each other and that sort of thing. Now, it could just be my class, it could just be our high school. I got to be honest with you. I don't know if embarrassing them with like academic failure would work in the same way. Like that's kind of what I'm talking about, is that like in that same vein that you were talking about a teenager, like you could be a football player, an NBA player, like an influencer, a rapper, like those are all the jobs. A lot of those kids have that mentality, not necessarily because of like systemic factors, but more because like no one's really ever told them like, "Hey man, you're 5'7", you're not going to play in the NBA" and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So if I brought a kid up like that and was like, "Hey man, can you tell me what HMO, PPO, and EPO stand for right now?" I feel like they would come up and sort of just be like, "Man, I don't fucking know." And then I'd be like, "Yeah, you should pay attention, right? Sit down." You know, they'd be like, "Yo, okay, like calm down," and then take a seat. And I think the rest of the class would be like, "Damn, he had his moment, huh?" like I think that's pretty much how it would go because of the difference in generation. Like for us, if that happened to you, it would be one of those moments where it's like, "Dude, you got punked out by the fucking teacher.
It's
Like
the
you're
teacher
a
made you look
like
like a loser.
you're a loser,
dude.
dude." But now it's so much that separation mentality of like it's all of us versus the staff that it's sort of like, "Okay, man, you got him. He's dumb. Like we don't fucking care about your class." Like that's what I think you would get in terms of
It's-
reaction, unless
it's
you have
all
a
about-
really good rapport with the
Well, then
kids.
It's all about
Like I
the
made fun of
environment,
kids.
What
like-
about, like-
Totally.
It's
But
all about the environment, dude,
Yeah.
and the culture that you bring. That's one thing that I've
Yeah.
learned as a teacher for like 4
Bring the
years.
mic a little bit closer.
It's all about the fucking environment that you foster. If that's the kind of environment, and the thing is, the kids want to have to do stuff, which we all want to do stuff. Let's be real. Like we do the stuff that we want to do. It's not an innately new like thing with it, but what's new about it is just how reinforced of there is a place for you. So if you don't like the system, you can go to another place.
yeah,
And
there is a lot of that.
there's a lot of that, and that's real. Like we can be whatever the fuck we want nowadays, and that's something that they've really like gotten in their head, and that's not wrong.
Oh yeah, most of our
but-
kids are transfers.
Yeah,
And a bunch of kids have said to me, like juniors and sophomores, being like, "Yeah, I don't know if I'm coming back next year." And I'm just like, dude, that like wasn't even an option for us when we were in high
Yeah.
school. Like, granted, we
I
went
mean, that was
to
very
school in
different high school.
Connecticut.
You mean like
Yeah.
it
you're
was
talking
very
about
different high
with
school.
transferring or
Yeah.
just not?
Yeah, just moving high school.
That's
Transferring was not
nuts.
big. Yeah, transferring was not big for us, but it's a giant thing for kids in New York. Period.
Yeah,
Like, oh my god, going to New York school, like it's a
can't
whole
imagine.
nother thing.
No.
I can't imagine like
so many different people
in
all the time, which would be
it's either
fun,
you're
but also
transferring.
like
It's either
I
you're
don't know. I think I would
transferring
hate it.
or because it's either stressful because you're transferring because you either don't fuck with the environment, your grades aren't good, you have to go to a credit recovery school, you want to go to a magnet school, or you had to apply to get to these really crazy schools. You go to another school so you can get your GPA up. So that way, when you apply to another school, it's like college.
Yep.
Like it's the New York like school system is so fucked on so many levels that it's all based off of culture, in my experience,
very
in
true.
terms of how you cultivate it, how the kids are attracted to it, because they will find it no matter where they go, or they will create it, and they do not have to be like pay attention to you, especially in New York, because they have the option and the ability to go somewhere else.
Yeah, no, it's true. A lot of kids transfer out, a lot of kids transfer in, and that's why like our admin is so heavy on enrollment. You know, like we have rolling enrollment throughout the year. Kids can start pretty much whenever,
so
Yeah.
which is
stupid.
crazy. So I've had kids come into my class literally like the middle of the second quarter, and it's
But
like,
you're just
I don't
teaching
know
them
how
that
to.
like they don't have to commit to something even when it sucks.
Dude, and that's the major theme is, again, like, if you missed an assignment, whatever, we would try to cover it or hide it or extend it. There's a lot of the mentality of like, well, I'll do it again. And it's like, dude, there are some things you just cannot do again. And I don't even mean like college or a test or whatever, like the choices that you make in your 20s and 30s, like not even for your career, like for your life. Like there's some things you just can't do over again, at least the same way. Like even beyond college from the academic perspective, whatever, that sort of thing. Like if you don't try, you don't like go out and socialize and meet new people or whatever, sure, you could go back to school and whatever, but you're going back to school as like a 22-year-old when everybody's 18. Like that's already enough of a separation. So it's like I
Which is the
just
thing.
I don't know. Like it's one of those things that I've had that constant like sort of butting heads with some of them. Like, and again, I get along well with my students. Like I think I'm a pretty well liked teacher, but it's just more of a like shock or just like not even disappointment, more just like sort of confusion where I'm like, really? Like you're just gonna straight up tell me like, okay.
I would be side-eyeing so many of these kids. This is what
Yeah.
I
You're
mean. Like,
so
Yeah.
sick of it from listening to
Yeah.
it.
no. I like listening to it. It's just I'm getting more and more sickened by these children to where I'm like, all like 90% of you kill yourselves.
Our
I just,
interns
like,
love
'cause
you.
You're not gonna do anything.
Which is
You
so
will
crazy
be nothing. You'll
because-
just be nothing, and that's cool.
Dude, the
if
baby
you are,
boomers.
but like, see you later.
But like,
Baby
I feel
boomers
like
finally
that's why
won, man.
A lot of students would like you.
like they really
They
did.
kneecapped every generation
for
so
real.
hardcore that it was
Yeah,
diminishing
dude.
returns every single time. I mean, look at our generation, dude. Like, look,
I actually think that our area of like age is
Yeah.
actually one of the most competent and most
Oh,
like,
no, most
educated.
We're on the
competent,
transition
most
period where we
educated.
have the old
Yeah.
school like ideals and like upbringing, but we
The
also
formative
are
years got
accessible,
that. Yeah.
accessible to technology because
Totally.
we are
Well,
also
and
We're the
new-
best.
and new ideas as well.
Dude, it's really a
But
perfect
it is one of
an
those things where
awkward
you
part.
look at the generation and there's like a 5 to 6 year gap between millennials and Gen Z, and it's like 95, let's say, to like 2000, 2001. And I think those kids in those years like really got the peak.
You got
of
the sweet
where
spot
we
of
are
both
right now. Yeah,
generations.
where you
Yeah.
got Gen X, like mentorship and
Yeah.
like leadership before they turned into just fucking wet noodles.
Yeah.
And then you got growing up with phones for the most part. We didn't really get smartphones until like
High school.
high school.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's when people got the
Dude.
iPhone 2 and 3 and stuff like that, and it was like sick. And then we're the best at it because starting collegiate years, we're now having to incorporate this new thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, we are what the millennials wanted to be,
Mhm.
and we avoided what Gen Alpha will be.
Yeah.
We were in the sweet spot of both of those. And I think Gen X was our equivalency, where
Yeah.
like they missed the baby boomer trauma and all that other kind of shit,
Mm.
but they also missed out on losing their net income as a millennial.
Yeah.
They existed in that perfect time of the 80s where it was
Yeah.
like everything's booming and Reagan was a national hero still and all this other kind of, there was no division about how well liked he was. Everybody
Oh
fucking
yeah,
loved
we were all
Reagan.
cool with Reagan.
So like
Always
yeah,
have
I
been.
think we hit the sweet spot in many ways, and I also think that, as you mentioned, that old school ideals,
Yeah,
we
keep
also
talking.
missed out on some things because like we were
Sure.
raised under that system, and then the system drastically changed, mostly for the better. I would say almost 90% for the better. But yeah, I mean, like just the way that money's made, the way that you retain wealth, the job market, the generalized economy, global
God.
politics, so much changed between like 1985 and 2000 that just like, I think that we were also primed for a lifestyle that doesn't really exist anymore. You know what I mean? And we've been able to adapt because we were in that intergenerational gap. If we had been just before it, we'd be literally millennials. We'd also have that sort of thing of
Ugh.
you can't really adapt to technology, but you are in career fields that are driven by it.
I think
And then for the Gen
biggest
Alpha,
thing-
you're not so swept up in social media that you think that you have to like document your job for it to be a legitimate job. Even if you're a fucking lawyer, you got to be a lawyer with a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Like that.
Dude,
that doesn't need to be the case.
My
all
biggest
the time.
thing with like millennials, fuck millennials. And like I hate them because
Besides baby boomers, they're my least favorite generation.
they're actually probably my least favorite. Like baby boomers, you were fucked because you
couldn't live up to daddy, and you made
you're
that
just-
everybody else's problem
Yeah,
except for
millennials.
yours.
I have an issue with you guys because you guys literally were spoon fed everything.
Well, yeah, because they're either like tepid dorks and losers, or they're like some like eclectic like
Giga
weirdo.
Chad.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
yeah, they're just like some
bro.
fuck. They're a fucking loser no matter
No,
where
they
you
really
go on the
are.
spectrum
Well,
of
it's like,
personality types.
Oh,
Yeah,
your
I would agree
personality
with that.
type was given to you because you either watched Disney Channel or you watched Nickelodeon.
The nostalgia porn.
So
Yeah,
true.
and then it's just
Awful.
going back to the good
They
old
can't
days.
move on.
Just
It's
accept that your
Tumblr.
personality was given to you. Like it was an a la carte package, and that's why I hate the whole nostalgia. It was better back then, or look at my personality. It's one of 12 personalities. We've
Yeah.
seen them already. And god damn it, I cannot I don't know the last time I've been to Disney World is, but I feel like that shit's got to be all adults at this point.
I
'Cause who the
actually-
fuck
Dude,
is a child who wants to go to Disney World?
I figured it out. You're either like
It
the two
embarrasses
main
me going
people
there
are either
sometimes.
like a nostalgia
bet.
file, like millennials are either nostalgia file, and all they think about is the past, right? They love the clothes, they love the culture, they wish
feel like
everything was
all
this,
of
they
them
wish
are.
it was this, blah blah blah. They love talking about it all the time.
hmm
That's those fucking dorks that have like really cringy comic and like internet, podcasts and whatever. Or
this is
you're
why
like-
HTML was the best format for building websites.
yeah, like
You're just like, dude,
JavaScript
kill
should be
yourself.
taught
Like,
in
no.
every
Nobody
coding
ever says
class.
that.
You're like,
Stop
shut the fuck
listening.
up. But it's either that or they're like a tech accelerationist, and
Yep.
they're like, yeah, I do
Mhm.
one use plastic for everything.
Yep.
Because we're gonna die anyway, so why not enjoy it, bro? You should be skinned alive. you should be skinned alive.
My
Both-
least
both of those
favorite-
Oh,
people
use your
skinned
skin as
alive.
plastic. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Just
Uh,
like that's the kind of I make fun of Kevin a lot for being. I always say
For
you
being
would be the
what?
first to replace yourself with
Oh,
biotic
he
parts,
literally
with like
did that.
cyberbiotic parts.
Yep.
But those kind of guys would do that, like
Dude.
actually do that, and be like, "Oh, it's cool, dude."
and I would because
I grew up watching The Matrix.
Be cool.
It's like,
it
bro,
would be cool. That part, those
like
people
you-
I like.
Tell me you missed the whole point. Like
Least favorite archetype, the Tumblr woman heckin' pupper type of feel.
Heckin'
Oh
pupper.
my god, that's like that girl who everyone makes fun
It's
of,
a
like
dog.
cringy shit.
Don't
You're
call it a
like,
doggo.
It makes me think of the girl who did the Starbucks video.
Can I?
It reminds
has-
me of the girls
Yeah.
who had the
I
little
love
mustache.
Starbies. I love Star.
Fuck
Like
you.
that.
Hip hop.
That video makes me.
No, dude,
that
like the
actually makes my
mustache
skin
shit,
Doing
crawl
the-
every
it's
single
like
the-
time.
on your finger.
It's the scrunch lips to
Yes.
the side, slight head
Uh-huh.
tilt.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, who rewatched The Office for the 20th time this
It's
year.
the Miranda Sings
Hmm,
generation.
I wish I could find the gym to my Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Hey,
It's
Hey,
that every time.
hey, speeding trucks.
Jump
Hey.
in front of them.
There's a third rail.
Kiss 'em.
You could land right on it.
Some.
See if you can find the third rail.
Kiss 'em.
Get down there. Get on down there. Go on.
Hey, eat actual fecal matter.
Mhm.
Die.
Generational differences, man.
That's
Oh,
like,
I
I feel
feel
like,
like-
did you guys have like a cringy older millennial cousin?
Yeah, I have
We
two
were
of
some
them.
of
Dude,
the-
that's
we were
all of them.
Me and my sister.
We're going on a vacation
I
with them
know.
in a month or two.
No,
Oh,
way,
is that
he
what
like
Don
that?
is? He's
Don's
like the
1990,
cringy-
bro.
Yeah, but like,
Well,
Do
no,
you think he's cringy?
No,
though?
no, 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 no.
Cool.
He's not cringy. I love you, Don. You're not cringy. No, but
Uh-oh,
he
we're gonna see, won't
absolutely,
we?
he absolutely though is of that millennial
Yeah.
generation.
Oh,
Dude, he
you know
graduated
what?
from high school in
I will-
2008.
He of our plans.
He graduated
The
high
housing
school in
crisis,
2008 in the
like-
middle of the housing
Of
crisis.
all of our plans, he said, we gotta see Backstreet Boys.
He did say
It
he
did
would.
say
Let me put it
he
this way.
explicitly said, "I put my vote down for Backstreet Boys." Hey, Don, no, I'm not
Don-
spending $200 a
There's
person
a lot
to
of
see
money.
the fucking
There's a lot of money to
Backstreet Boys
see
at the
Backstreet
Sphere in
Boys.
Vegas. Like-
Don will go as regularly as possible to see the Disco Biscuits, one of his favorite bands.
Is that
Do you
ska
guys-
band?
the fuck is
No,
that?
no, no, no. They're like what's it called? Like early 2000s alternative band, that type of thing. I could compare them to like
Disco Biscuits.
the Wombats. You know the Wombats?
Oh, okay.
Sort of similar to that, but an American band, that type of feel. Don is a great time. I love him to death. It's more of the fact that he is absolutely a millennial.
Yeah.
That's more of what I was
well,
going
1990, of course.
Listen, I don't have a
Did
problem
she-
with
who did-
like
who-
millennials.
Who
I
does he
think
think is
that
the best basketball player of all time?
That's a good question.
If
I
you
don't know
say
if we've
Michael
ever
Jordan,
talked about
you've
that.
never been more wrong.
What if
Duh.
he says
Oh,
Dennis?
duh. There's at
Dennis
least two
Rodman.
people
He says
now.
Dennis Rodman. Yeah.
Oh, Magic Johnson, dude. Easy.
Oh,
You're just
absolutely.
like, I swear to God.
He is probably one of the best, if
Shaquille
not the
O'Neal.
best center to ever play the game.
Shaquille O'Neal, obviously.
Also a fucking amazing center.
You know what?
You're just naming tall, fat guys. That's all you're naming, dude. Gnarls Barkley. It's
Speaking
Charles
of
Barkley, but
tall, fat guys, seems kind of hot to me.
what the
Jesus.
fuck are you talking?
Seems really hot.
Are you
and
wait?
Ooh,
First off,
sexy.
first off, what he's
tall,
implying?
fat guy.
What he's implying is that he's sexually attracted
Attracted
to
to
tall,
tall,
fat
fat
guys.
I'm not implying it. I'm explicitly stating.
Real quick before we start, I do want to listen to a Disco Biscuits song real quick. This is the Disco Biscuits. I'm gonna cut to the middle so we don't get DMCA. Where are the lyrics? Where are the lyrics?
What lyrics?
Oh, this is a
Is it live?
dude. This is the fucking. Oh my! Shut up. It was a tribute song to fucking Jerry. What's his name? from
Jerry
Grateful
Garcia?
Dead, yeah.
That makes sense. They do a lot of
Very
shows
millennial. I
that
bet
the
he
Grateful
loves the
Dead
fucking Grateful
would.
Dead, like,
Yeah.
Fish
The
and
Gathering
shit.
of the Vibes in Connecticut was a very like hippie psychedelic type
Yeah.
of festival.
Oh, the
Him
Vibes.
and my uncle
Jesus
Sal would go all the
Christ.
time. Yeah, Vibes. Yep.
Wait, Sal?
Your uncle?
Yeah, my
have a
uncle
cousin
Sal,
Sal
and then
and
his
a-
son is
You
Sal.
Fuck you.
But-
Fucking guinea.
God.
What's
dude.
even weirder-
Shut
what's
up,
even
you
weirder to me-
fucking family of
Sucks,
wops.
He's
dude.
he's not even Sal Jr. They have different middle
Just
names.
Sal?
Salvatore and Salieri.
Literally, like
His name, a masterpiece in the draft.
they're both
Salieri.
they're both Salvatore,
Wait, Salvatore.
but different middle names. So we
So
always
you-
call
but
him. We used to
wait.
call him Big Sal and Little Sal.
But I thought
Older,
the junior
younger.
senior thing was only if the first and last name, not the middle name, was different.
I
No,
thought
it's
so
the middle
too.
name. You have to do the full name for you to be the second or the third legally.
I feel like
Jesus
that's-
Christ.
So if
that
I wanted to
seems like-
name my son after me, if I name him Nick, fucking Adam Bradshaw, he won't be junior because we don't have the same name.
No,
He
it's
wouldn't be
Adam.
the
Well,
second.
so that seems even better, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
if
Middle
you're like
name.
one of those
Hunter.
narcissistic dads that
Yeah,
likes
that
to
makes
name
sense.
everyone after yourself, honestly, it's kind of better if you just change their middle name slightly so that like they legally can't say junior,
Cannot be.
senior, the third, fourth, fifth.
No, it's
you
just
are
Sal.
just like you're just Philip Beavers, and
Yeah,
like your
collective
middle
of
name
Philip
is
Beavers.
different, but for the most part, on almost every legal document, you're just Philip Beavers.
Dude, I want to
That's
punch. I
even
want to
like
punch
a-
Sal's dad so much.
Like, that's
now.
crazy.
That's
Just make him junior,
insane.
dickhead. Like,
yeah, what
oh my
the fuck is
God.
your
Listen.
problem?
Listen,
Does that
on a
get you
different
heated?
type.
That make you feel heated?
you feeling
It's
hot?
getting a little hot in here.
I'm actually feeling
Hot
cool.
like
I
those
actually think it's
sweaty
time
fat guys I was
for the
talking
hot
about.
minute hot takes.
Oh, hot minute. Hot minute. Hot minute hot takes.
Welcome back to the hot minute hot takes.
Woo.
It's everyone's favorite game on the show. Everyone knows how to. Everyone knows the rules.
Everyone knows how to play.
I fucking had a mini stroke. Everyone knows the rules. 60 seconds on the clock, 20 seconds each. Boy, it feels good to be back in the studio for this one.
Yes, it does.
Who would like to go first?
Mm.
We have 15 seconds to decide.
I don't care. I'll
All right, let's
first.
go Nick, Kevin, me.
Bet. Let's do
All
it.
right,
Cool.
let's do it.
All right, get ready to be hot, to be spicy. In 3, 2.
Stop. You know who you are. You know what it is. Stop. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody. Stop.
Bitch, I do not have a problem with you or you or you, but if I have a problem with one person, that's all I have a problem with. I don't have a problem with anybody else. Don't get involved in drama. Do not get involved in anything else I have between one person. If I have a problem with one person, I have a problem with one person. Don't get fucking involved, please.
Bring back cool phone games. Okay? I need something better than some dumbass fucking Candy Crush, Double Dash. I don't give a fuck what it is. Those arcade games, they suck. Give me something cool that I can fiddle with when I'm bored or on the train and I don't want to do anything, or when I'm just sitting at home and having a good time. Okay? Bring back great phone games.
Double Dash isn't a phone game.
what's that fucking jump game? Doodle Jump.
Doodle Jump. That's a phone game.
Also, I have to add on two
Pocket
things
God.
because I completely
Pocket
agree with you.
God,
Pocket
that's a
God was
phone
crazy.
That
game.
shit was awesome.
First of all, make a sequel to Plague Inc. It's time.
Yeah.
It's been
Plague
so
Inc.
long.
That's
Plague
a
Inc.
phone
on the
game.
phone,
Make a second one.
Plague Inc. was
And second
fun.
of all, I swear to Christ, stop making the games that do not require network connectivity required to have it to run the game. The amount of times that I go on a plane or into a place with no Wi-Fi,
yeah.
open up a game
Even
and
though
it's like, sorry, you
yeah.
can't connect to the server. I'm not playing online.
Yeah.
I don't use Game Center. I haven't since I was 14 fucking years
Well,
old.
because they keep
Give
making
me
games
the game
that
I
require
just want
microtransactions
game.
to
Yeah.
be decent at it.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm tired of. And that's when AAA games, and that's not even just a phone game problem. That's all
That's
games
literally
right
that's
now
all
have a
games.
problem. It is quite
Microtransactions.
literally the biggest controversy in gaming right now. Is these fuck ass microtransactions. And
Dude,
Yeah.
it's
like
ruining the
EA,
industry completely.
EA does it all the time.
Oh.
Bungie
and now
does it all the fucking
Nintendo's
time.
gonna start
Nintendo
doing
does
it,
it all the
dude.
time.
Dude, the video game
Why
industry
would
is
you
fucked.
why would you
Like,
give up
the-
that goodwill,
the-
man?
Games,
They
Why-
can. They
why
can.
would you
can.
do
Video
that?
Literally, next GTA is gonna cost $100
No,
fucking
no, no,
dollars.
no, no, no. For Nintendo specifically.
Oh,
why would
dude.
you give
'Cause
up
they
all that
can.
goodwill? You were the only company that vowed basically never to do that. You made Mario games for years that never needed anything
You
else
thought
besides
the,
video
you thought
that.
the
games are a
Japanese, you
perfect.
thought the Japanese wouldn't raise prices.
Yeah. So the video games right now and what
Hurts
the
my
major
soul.
studios do is a perfect encapsulation of where the economy is in terms of the stages of capitalism. And the fact that video games have gotten to this point is a clear sign of what we're headed to.
Late stage capitalism,
issue
man.
And
is,
also a
like,
clear
literally,
sign that it is not
we're
only the
gonna do
beginning
it.
of the end, but like the end.
We're
of
getting
the
close
end.
to the end.
Yeah,
at
it's
this
coming.
point.
To
It's
where
coming.
we're gonna have a massive renaissance of
Dude,
things.
societal collapse is coming. The
It's-
water wars in 2040, 2050,
Oh,
when we
yeah.
run out of fresh drinking water,
Yeah.
that's really going to show people's true colors.
Yep.
Well,
I
yeah,
hope
don't
that
wanna
I'm fucking
die.
filthy rich by that
I don't want to
point.
fucking die.
Because
I would
if not,
rather be like an okay amount of rich, but actually have the connections to know how to help.
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna end world hunger.
That's what you're gonna
I'm
do?
gonna bring about world peace.
It
No,
really
I don't
helps
know,
when you
man.
stutter.
I just
But would you rather?
What I really
no,
hope-
no, I'm just kidding.
what I really hope that's we should be a great fucking.
Would you
segue,
rather
but
end world hunger
no,
or
not a
have
gre-
world
no,
peace?
not a great would you rather, but that would have been a great segue into it.
Yeah.
But I just hope I have enough money and enough connections to be able to find access to one of those suicide coasters.
The suicide coasters?
Fair enough.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Have they
That's
ever-
the best I could do.
Have they
I
ever
think that I
actually
would
built
just go
one?
for. I would
Huh?
go for.
Have they ever built one for real?
No, it's still just like
No,
a
it's just a
theory,
theory.
but they
Theory,
do have
yeah.
like this
I
the
would just do
Scandinavian
the
suicide
big-
pods.
Yeah, no, a
The
couple's
euthanasia
couples
pods,
using
yeah.
them very soon.
Oh, pods.
Some people have already
I thought
used
you were saying
them.
pods.
Yep.
They basically privately buy it. It's illegal to use it, but you can
Yeah.
own it.
Yep.
Isn't there? I thought that
But
there was
it's
one
like
country
it's
that
only
you
illegal to use
could-
it because suicide
there's-
is a crime, so that you don't
There's a country
you have
that's not.
probable cause to
Isn't
get
it
into
like
someone's
Yeah, you can
door.
break
Norway
down
or
their
something
door.
that people go like for suicide? Isn't suicide tourism a big thing in Norway?
It's in one of the
It's like
Scandinavian
Sweden?
Yeah.
countries.
I think
the
it's Sweden
northern
has-
Europe-
it's
European
legal.
countries.
so people
Euthanasia,
just go
voluntary
there.
euthanasia is.
I think it's
yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Sweden
it's
might be.
Sweden.
Sure.
The
fucking
Swedes would do it.
Swedes would do it.
I 100% believe the
The
Swedes.
Swedes
would
are
do
usually the ones who are pretty ahead in terms of the Scandinavian, like the three finger countries at the
Yeah.
top. Like Sweden is usually the one who's pretty far ahead.
it.
Yep.
Yep. Good techno.
That
Very
and also
true.
like really, really good environmental policies.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
And I hear that it's actually not as happy as people say it is, though. which
Well,
is
it's
kinda
just
sad.
super racist. It's like incredible. It's like
You see,
old time racist.
I
Even to
Don't
like,
believe that that's connected, but it's definitely something we should talk about
well,
too.
it's like a cultural.
I see.
thing. It's like
yeah,
a-
you eat with them. Okay.
no
like
no, no,
that
but-
level.
But, see,
like
them is not even
like,
necessarily
oh,
like.
whoa.
Them is not even
Whoa.
necessarily black. Like it could be like South Germans, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you eat with them, the barbarians."
Ah, that's crazy. If you want
The
to eat
Basque?
like civilized people, come with us.
I like how we're doing like
It's
a
like,
German
dude.
Belgian accent, but
Because
like,
that's the racist accent.
I
man.
mean, yeah.
That's the racist
oh, you're
accent.
eating with some, yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to come with us? I'll
No,
show you.
They have like weird like throat things that they do.
Oh,
Like some of their like sounds go like back in the throat for a second. It's like what the fuck?
What was
I
that?
genuinely don't think I
Yeah.
know one Swede.
Really?
No.
I
I've
follow
I've met
this girl
Swedes.
on
I don't know any
TikTok.
Swedes.
I know many
currently.
Polish people.
I think I follow this girl. I think she's either Finnish or Norwegian or Swedish. But I follow this like super Aryan girl because she eats pure salmiak
I don't know why
Licorice?
super Aryan girls coffee.
Oh, she has that kind of
Super
platinum
No, I
blonde where
know
you're
what
like,
you mean.
what the fuck?
I
Like,
know
how are
what
you
you
not
mean.
bald? Like, that seems bad
It's
for your
such a
head.
funny term. Oh, you're Uber Aryan. Good.
Uber
Come with
Aryan.
us. Yes, come on.
Perfect. Ja,
Perfect.
scheiße da.
Yes, come to the breeding
Perfect
camps.
scheiße.
Oh
We'll
my
help you. We'll
God,
help you. No, it's fine. Come on,
breeding
come on.
No,
it's
it's
okay.
cool. I know I have the
No,
dark
the
hair,
No,
and
it's
nasty,
okay.
dirty skin, German skin, but I wish I was like you.
I wish I was like you.
What's so funny is
Ignore the
going back and
mustache.
being like, you wanted Aryan people, and yet Germans are so far from Aryan. Like,
Dude,
from actual
disgusting.
Aryan is just specifically
Actually
Fuck
Scandinavian.
them.
No, they're rat people. Germans are rat people, and you can take that to the fucking bank. Germans are rat people, dude.
Just, who is? Who's taking
Blockheaded,
that to the bank?
blockheaded, square
We've
jaw
come full
rat
circle.
people, dude.
Where-
We went from some Austrian German prick calling Jews rats to now we're like, you German rat
Germans are the
fucks.
fucking
No,
rat
literally, they're
bastards.
fucking rat people, dude. Suck my dick, Germany.
But also pretty good techno. You know, there
Well,
really
yeah, of
is
course,
a big,
but that's what. No, oh, so you're
there's a
telling me.
really big link
So
between
some of their
good
best
techno.
culture is when you're in a deep, dark, wet building that is uninhabited anymore, and you're
Sounded good to
feasting off
start.
of just scavenging off of skeletal beats with like shitty, boomy industrial bass.
What
Wow,
is a
sounds like a bunch
skele-
of rats.
What is a skeletal beat?
I think you're
Where
it's
it's
a bunch
like-
of bones.
Yeah, it's
floating
just the
around.
bones and shit. Like,
I thought you meant a beat like the vegetable. And I was like, what is a skeletal beat?
ribs.
It's a fucking
Very
emaciated
emaciated
beat.
beat, just like,
Like,
I need fertilizer.
please eat me. Put me out of my misery.
No, that's like most Polish people.
That's so good.
Ye-
You're just
You're
going
just
off
doing it on a
the
European
yes.
tour.
USA, USA.
Honestly, Europe needs to
start-
get
wait, wait.
big enough.
A
Fuck them.
Vicious fucking
So,
nationalist, dude.
You started talking about Aryans, then you went on a national tour of Europe. That sounds like somebody I kind of remember from back in the
But
day.
now I'm saying I'm anti-German.
it's
It's a weird inverted
It's a
thing.
slippery slope here. It's all I'm saying.
It's
You
honestly,
really
it sounds more like
are-
Napoleon
it
than
does
Hitler.
kinda
'Cause I'm like
sound-
French
No, it
origin.
does.
Like it just sounds like Napoleon being like,
Ah, from Bavaria. Ah, yes.
"Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to kill the Russian and German folks.
Yeah.
They are barbarians. I hate them.
Oh
yeah.
No, but Germans are rat people, and that's a fucking fact.
Yes, you can quote Phil on
Yeah.
that.
But I mean, but also techno music comes from, and specifically Berlin techno,
Yeah,
is
rave scene is related
Nazis,
to Nazis.
like
yeah.
explicitly.
Yeah.
I actually
Hugo
don't know
Boss.
the origin like explicitly, but
Dude,
I
I
need
was
to look
just-
into that.
I was like thinking about it because you guys can't see it, but y'all know I bought a pair of Yeezys,
Yeah.
and it's been conflicting in my mind as to how I feel about them.
Yep.
Because of Kanye being
Well, dude,
being a Nazi.
It's okay. He said he's
Well,
not
he's
an
not a Nazi
anti-Semite anymore.
I know, yeah.
He said he's done.
had
Oh,
a
the
phone
manic
call with his
episode ended, and he
kids.
went, "Oh fuck,
I had
oh."
a phone call with my
I would
kids.
love to just watch from like CCTV footage in his mind the moment that manic episode ended and the pit in his stomach when he goes, "Oh my fucking god."
Oh, what
dude."
did I do? I told him about
I'm
sucking
like
my
I'm
cousin.
getting chills thinking about
I told him about the cousin
that
stuff.
level
dude, fuck.
of like reality, not even hitting you in the face, but like
Dude, just
buckshot
sinking
from the back of the
into it,
head.
Well, no,
bro.
you're like seeped into it. It's like if you're wearing a wetsuit at the bottom of, or not even the bottom of the ocean, because you die into like the bottom of a pool. And
Yeah.
it just like implodes, and suddenly you're like, oh my
Oh
god,
my
sinking in,
god!
bro.
Holy
dude. What did I
fuck.
fucking do?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
How did
How did I get
how
this
did I let
deep?
this go?
Holy
Ooh, let me
shit.
do this.
Oh my god.
And that's he has
That's the
those
part that
people around
sucks,
him
man.
who
You
want him to do
Literally
that.
Just
like-
say that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
No, I
on
know.
going.
No,
Yeah.
keep telling
Nah,
him.
that's
Whatever you
fine.
want,
telling him.
yay.
That's
He made
fine.
graduation.
Yeah.
Sorry,
made
all out
graduation.
of he made graduation.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. And it's crazy because Pusha T made those comments recently like, yeah, I do not fuck with him anymore. And
Oh, I heard that they had a falling out.
And then
yeah,
Kanye
I mean, apparently
tweeted
it's
about
been
it.
like a
I
thing for a
miss me
minute.
and Push friendship.
Yeah,
It's
but
just like,
dude, the
dude,
worst
what do you
part, the worst
mean?
part about all that are the comments of just like, damn, Pusha really just leaving people when they're at their lowest, or don't bite the hand
Dude.
that feeds you. He gave you all of your cred, and just like, what the fuck are you guys actually on?
My
like,
thing is also like
who are these?
What, because of new God
mostly white
flow?
people. Mostly
Like,
white people.
it's almost probably
It's like
entirely.
80 to 90% white
Yeah.
people.
Do they
But
forget?
still,
I just like
not all.
Yeah.
what?
Oh yeah, no, it's
forget about
it's-
clips like entirely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
fully,
just-
fully. They don't know what that is.
It's like, dude, he was on New Godflow. That's a Kanye song, and it's like, bro, he was in clips. What the fuck are you
He was
talking
doing
about?
a lot of shit by
That had
himself.
nothing to do with Kanye, bro.
No,
Like, what are you
Push
talking
made
about?
the beginning of his career for sure.
Him and his brother
Yeah.
did it together.
Yes.
Malice, who's now no Malice,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like, come on, what are you talking about?
No, yeah, people, but
That shit
that's
kills
and
me.
that's like that's white kids and then like borderline hotep black dudes who have the opinion of like what Kanye started this whole Trump thing on, which was like, you know, other black people are telling me I'm not allowed to be a Trump supporter because I'm black, and I'm not black if I'm a Trump supporter. Okay, well, look at me now. I'm a Trump supporter and I'm black. Black people can do whatever they want, right? And then it warped into this
Sure.
weird Nazi thing because he just kept
Because
going on
people
that.
are like,
And he was so stubborn about being this guy
Exactly, he
and being able
doubled
to be
down.
whatever kind of guy he wants to be.
He
And
like
then,
quintupled down. He
Yeah,
just
no, he just said,
kept down it.
yeah,
hit me. Hit me.
hit me. I didn't even feel
Hit
it.
me.
I don't even feel it. Hit me.
Yep.
Hit
No,
me.
double it.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah,
you
yeah.
have a
Double it.
28 since hit me.
Hit me.
Again.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I
Yeah.
have a 20.
No, you
me.
busted. The game's over. I said
I
to
said
fucking
fucking
hit me.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
and then
all
now
right,
and
cool.
now
That's
he's
an ace.
now
You
he
got a
realizes
54,
that he's
man.
at
I
like
don't know what to tell
70
you.
something.
Hit me.
And he's like, actually, I don't like to gamble anymore. And
No,
it's like,
and then it's like-
it's too late.
It's too late, man.
You
Your
own
money's
the
gone.
game. You
all
own
that
the
money
casino,
is like
dude.
you realize that. Yeah.
You're in
You
The
own
debt.
the
casino
casino,
owns
brother.
you.
You're in
Yeah.
debt, man.
Hey,
Sorry.
listen, you're Bruno Mars.
I was about
The
to say,
casino
do the
fucking
Bruno
owns
Mars
you,
thing,
dude.
man. Go do a residency. You'll make
Dude,
it back.
a Kanye residency would actually be nuts.
It would be nuts.
At the Sphere.
Oh
Oh,
Oh
I
my
would go see
God,
that.
that
Actually, I'm
would
not
be
gonna lie. I would go see that.
I was trying
Those
to think about like that'd
visuals
be
would
horrible. I was like,
crazy.
No, it
we
wouldn't.
both flipped so fast. We're both just saying, man, this guy's a fucking hateful piece of shit. He's lost the narrative, all this sort of then. Oh, Kanye at the
It'd be
Sphere.
pretty crazy.
Oh
I would
my
see- I
God,
would
go
see
see
that.
that.
It'd be crazy.
Like,
It'd be crazy.
immediately. You and I don't know if you did because I wasn't watching. We
No.
just both flipped so
There was a point
fast.
where I said Kanye residency at the Sphere, and my brain went, yes.
That'd be fire. I want one.
Actually, it's
I want it.
fire. I'm
Yeah,
getting
you know what?
shivers thinking about that. The
I
visuals would be
swear to
nuts,
God.
dude. That's the problem is that he like
Oh
is
my
still a good producer, and like
It's
unfortunately,
the shit
but,
that's
like,
around it.
I checked the tank. There's a little bit more if he made graduation, apparently.
No.
Guys, he's
No.
actually a really good producer if you think about it. Like, dude, we doubled back so hard.
It's that whole-
Immediately.
Look, I
I
don't
don't
support
even
him.
disagree with
I don't.
you.
I don't.
just-
I don't actively listen to the music.
Oh,
I don't. I don't even think I follow him on Spotify anymore. Shit like that. Like, I try to fucking get away from it. However,
Have you seen a missing bike in here?
However,
I see a lot of backpedaling.
I see a
right
lot of
now.
backpedaling.
I don't know
I've
about
seen
that.
this street before.
this is not backpedaling. Shut up. Shut the fuck up,
Dude, I'm right there with you. That's why it's so funny.
I don't know.
I hate the guy for his beliefs,
if
and then I go back and I'm like,
if
"Oh,
Michael
what do I
Jackson would have
mean?"
been alive, like the whole pedophile thing, yeah. But dude, if I got an
Yeah.
opportunity to go to the fucking anniversary
If there was a
tour,
Motown
I'm
anniversary
going.
tour in Detroit where he does like the 1980 show, like, dude, of course,
I'm
come on.
going. For sure.
Now, here's a question though: how far does that extend? Are there actors that have been canceled that you would be like, I mean, if I was seeing them live in a play, I don't give a shit. I would
Oh
go see
yeah,
it.
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin Spacey. That's
Kevin
the first person I
Spacey?
thought of.
Literally.
Absolutely not. I would not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Kaiser Sose live, the one man show. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
Suck
Who
a
the fuck
dick.
is
Of course.
Kaiser Sose?
Kaiser Sose is his character from
Yeah, few or not Few Good Men, Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects.
Literally never seen it.
It's a
The
good one.
guy who's the I thought Kaiser Sose is that guy. It's not the one
He's
from Seven.
villain. No, yeah, Kaiser Soze is in Unusual Suspects. Yeah, with
Okay.
Seven, he's John Doe.
That's what it
John
is.
Doe. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's never
he's
named.
John Doe.
Detective.
Yeah,
Detective.
yeah. That's him in Seven.
Fucking little creepy.
What's in
shit.
the box?
What's in the fucking box?
Who was
Yeah.
that?
That was Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
And rounding it out, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, dude.
Morgan Freeman
Who,
is that three.
Okay, what was another canceled actor that you go see?
It's a
I
good
would
question.
not. I would not see Charlie Sheen.
I just don't think he'd be that
I
good.
grew up with 2.5 Men. I loved that show.
You would go see it?
I
Well, I
might-
mean, what did he
I
do
might-
aside from
well,
have
actually,
a crash
wait,
out and call
what
a
is
bunch
he
of people in Hollywood
doing?
Jewish and that they're evil rap
He
people?
gave Bria Olsen AIDS.
Yeah, he gave
Did
Brie
he give her
Olsen AIDS.
AIDS?
Yes,
Yes,
he did. Yes,
he
did.
without he knew he had HIV
and had
and
unprotected
he
sex
had
with her.
not even like once. Like
No, multiple
they
times.
were like basically just fucking all the time, and
Yep.
he knowingly gave her HIV.
Well,
I know
and
that.
it spread to other
Yeah, it spread to other people.
as
I'm sure there's
well.
other actors that have it. He also molested Haim. What's his name?
Allegedly.
fucking-
I only
Allegedly.
say that because it's coming from fucking Corey Feldman.
Oh yeah, Corey Haim.
Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Corys.
apparently
If-
Charlie Sheen is the one who molested him on
If
set.
that
of,
happened of
They did say
Lucas,
that.
yep,
Yeah.
on the set of Lucas.
yeah,
If that happened, dude, obviously that's disavowed. The only reason why I say that I'm a little skeptical on that is because it came from Corey Feldman, where I'm like, look, the attention
Feld dog.
seeking, the like way that he kind of
He barks
sometimes
a lot.
capitalizes off of Corey Haim's death.
yeah.
in
But
some
he also was
ways.
the one barking about Weinstein and all those guys, and
You're
no
right.
one listened.
No,
and then
you're
it
right.
Came out, and the
You're right.
whole
It's true.
fucking like everyone
I
knows
mean-
Hollywood is run by pedophiles now.
Yeah, no,
And
you're
he
right.
was
That's
saying
true.
that for like decades.
Yeah,
And
very
when
true.
it finally came out, and Andrew, is it Andrew Weinstein? No,
Harvey
Weinstein. I don't know why I
Andrew
thought. Who is
Weinstein.
Andrew Weinstein?
Andrew Weinstein?
I don't think that's
He had a
person.
brother, but I don't know if it was Andrew.
But like
or
once
not.
that came out, Corey Feldman was like, "What'd I fucking say? What have I been saying?
Dude.
I was molested." No,
The
he
guy
said
on the
he
corner of
wasn't,
the
right?
street who says
Oh,
doomsday is
he's like,
coming
"I
every
wasn't
day.
molested,
I'm
but I
sure
was
we'll have a
around it."
great "I told you so"
said-
the second that there is a meteor shower.
from all the interviews that I've seen from Corey
I don't think it was
Feldman,
coincidental. Like a fucking manic episode happened to coincide with the exact information he was putting out. I don't think it went that way.
I'm
Corey
saying that
Feldman,
all of these trees, I'm sure Apple is going to hit one person.
he claimed
Dude, he was on set for Lost Boys and the Goonies, like prime molesting children. They were putting the
That
jokes
was
in the
that was
movies.
hunting season.
prime
They-
molesting
They were like
kid.
putting the jokes in the movies about fucking children, and like no one said anything,
No
and
one
they were
noticed.
just doing it.
I've never seen Goonies.
That's like the
actually.
whole Brian Peck thing, or Brian Singer.
Brian Singer.
Brian Singer from fucking Nickelodeon, who was
Brian
like
Peck.
raping all
Brian
those
Peck.
children.
Yeah, you're right.
Was that Brian Peck?
Yeah, Brian
okay.
Peck.
Yeah, I don't know who.
Well,
Brian
there's
Singer
another
is.
guy who's named like
Ryan
Singer.
Singer
Is
is
it
a
Ryan
director,
Singer?
but he's the X-Men director. He's not a pedophile.
There
Well,
was
he might
one-
be.
There was one guy. I
He might
remember-
be.
Nick Mullen on Come Town talked about him all the time.
No, I remember Brian Peck was the one who molested Drake Bell.
Drake Bell.
Drake
yeah.
Bell.
Yeah, Corey Feldman always claimed that his parents, because they were irresponsible and out to get his money.
No, it is the X-Men director. He went
Oh,
to
it is
jail
Ryan
for a
Singer.
second. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, he was
Oh, I
like
didn't know
on
that.
trial.
Didn't know it was
See?
Ryan Singer.
Told you.
And no, it
There
is
you go.
Brian Singer.
Oh, it's Brian Singer.
Brian Singer.
Wait, who did he
Brian Singer.
molest?
Let's see. Shall
Check
we?
the Wikipedia page.
I'm
Victims molested. There's
There's
links
a
to
section
pages.
at this
It's
point.
just like, holy fuck. There's hyperlinks, bro. I can go right to their page.
He's
Well,
a,
this
he's
was-
a double decker.
So like to bring up Come Down again.
Nice, nice. This has been the running theme of this
Well,
episode.
Nick. So there's a few episodes in a row where Nick Mullen is like fully going on like a man. Like he's like had a psychotic breakdown because he's like he researched so much of this Brian Singer Weinstein shit and
Yep.
like got into the Jeffrey Epstein and how deep it went. And he like fully had like he like had to go to like a psychiatric like facility for a second, not for
Dude.
like or like inpatient, but like they basically were like, oh no, yeah, like you need to stop. Like it's fucking with
Listen,
your heart. You have
you're
heart
right,
problems because
but
of
you're
this.
killing yourself
Yeah.
doing it.
No, I mean basically, like they were like, whatever it is, you have like an issue for it, and there's like, you can hear like Stav and Adam just being like, yeah, we're just kind of hanging out with Nick, making sure he's okay. Like he's actually going through a really hard time. Like, and then Nick will be like, yeah, I'm fucking just repeating the same word over and over, and I can't get it out of my head, and I can't stop saying it, or else I feel like I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like you're like,
Damn.
oh my
Ooh.
god, dude, chill out.
Maybe don't tell me.
I
I think
get
I
it,
would
though.
rather not go through something like that.
When we watched all the Laughing Buddha stuff,
yeah.
like back in the pandemic, I remember just coming down and being like, dude, I met Tom Hanks.
I know.
Like he was so nice.
The thing is, like,
to me.
nothing
the
ever
Laughing
came of
Buddha?
that.
All the documentaries we watched during the pandemic about like Weinstein,
And they were like
Jeffrey
really
Epstein,
and very comprehensive.
detailed, and they had
I
some
believe
crazy
it.
some videos that I have never seen.
I've never seen
again.
like the one in the, fucking
girl,
yup,
the fucking
with
girls
the togas
pouring the like.
shit out of vases.
I've never seen that video
Never
anywhere
seen that
else.
before.
Also, that one actor,
and also his
the
whole
guy-
account got scrubbed within
guy
like
who
days of
jumped-
posting. He
The
had like
Laughing
one,
Buddha?
yes, that other
dude
guy.
who jumped off the bridge
Yeah.
literally a few days before was like, I'm not suicidal. I don't want to harm myself. If you find me dead, they killed me. And then
Yeah.
he jumped off of a bridge like 3 days later,
Yeah.
fully naked and on drugs that he had never done before.
Yeah.
Like it was just
His autopsy came back back with like 9 different like lethal doses of drugs.
And it was
God,
like,
wait, who is this?
it's an actor. He was in a couple of like bigger movies. He was a character actor. He was building.
He
up
was
his,
like one of Seth Green's biggest like best friends.
and then found out that
Ah.
Seth
And then
Green
he was like, yeah, one of my
allegedly-
best friends, a fucking pedophile. Like, and
Allegedly.
he's one of the worst ones, allegedly.
Yeah,
Seth
I only
Green?
say it so we don't get sued.
Who's Seth Green
Dude,
again?
Seth,
Seth
Green,
Green
come
from Robot
suck the
Chicken.
fucking cream out of my
He was
dick.
also in
Oh.
Austin Powers. He's in
Seth
Family
Green.
Guy. he
Yeah, I'm
plays
just making
Chris.
sure it's the same one. He was in it.
Seth Green, and this is not an allegation, but for sure Seth Green is one of the worst actors to ever be in a Hollywood film.
I think
He
he's a
is
great voice
fucking
actor.
awful.
I think he's a terrible actor.
Without a paddle.
Oh,
without a paddle.
Terrible.
Dude.
And so unfortunate
So
that Matthew
fucking
Lillard
bad.
got dragged into that.
I know. It's
Right,
him,
it
Seth
hurts.
Green, and who else?
Matthew
Dak
Lillard.
Shepard.
Dak Shepard?
Yeah.
Also?
Dak
Ugh.
Shepard.
What
Yep.
a terrible lineup.
I
Yep.
literally
It's a
don't
rough lineup.
care
But
about.
Matthew
I love-
Lillard has
I
done
love-
some
I
rough
love
films
Matthew
before,
Lillard. He
like-
has, but I love him as an actor. I think
Yeah.
he's a very talented guy.
I
That's why
love
I'm
that
like,
he
the other
stays
two,
on
it's-
C-list.
Ugh.
Is he C-list or is he B-list?
Who, Matthew
He might be
Lillard?
like a.
Yeah.
He's definitely like
He's
never
low
gonna
B.
go below
Yeah.
C.
Which I love.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think sometimes he comes up as a B. I
He
think
was
he
good
might,
in the FNAF movie.
He might be
FNAF.
B. He might be
Yeah.
a mainstay in B actor just because of Scooby Doo. Honestly,
Yeah.
everyone
that
knows
much
him.
of a
He's
cultural
fucking
moment.
Scooby.
It's
He's
a
Everyone
big
Shaggy,
knows
one.
him.
dude.
He
Come
is
on.
Yeah,
Shaggy.
Shaggy. Sorry.
He was Scooby. Can you imagine? Well, would you rather have him as Scooby or would you rather?
I
have him
think
as
what I would
Shaggy?
rather do is, even though we're already an hour in, play Would You Rather.
Let's finish it up on a Would You Rather.
Make it
Play. Not how it goes, but okay.
Cool. I'm listening to it, so it definitely does go
Yeah,
that
it
way.
definitely does.
Wow.
Okay, well, you're wrong, but even though you wrote it, you're wrong.
All right. So for the Would You Rather this week, we have a graphic once again. You know, we're back to
You're
having
wrong, even though you wrote
some
it.
visual aids.
Don't know how it happened, but it did.
So for this week, would you rather own and run a cloning facility that has a 30% chance of cloning Hitler?
Yeah, that clone is really worrisome.
I saw it.
Or-
I was like, he's saying hi. He's Heiling Hitler. Okay.
Yeah.
Or- You are responsible for destroying the cure for Alzheimer's disease.
And everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it, and it's not even just a thing of like, oh, we got to make a new one, dude. That's gonna take us like a couple of years. You like this was the only thing that they have. You just reset the research back by like 20 or 30 years.
Oh, the Hitler thing for sure.
yeah.
I could not live
going
with
with
that
the Hitler
guilt. I
thing.
could not live with that guilt.
But
Well,
what
dude,
if
I
just
could live with
kill
the-
the Hitler?
That's what I'm gonna say. We just fucking stomp the Hitler to death.
you guys are really underestimating how fast Hitler is?
I don't think I am.
I think a
He'll
gun
outrun
and a
you.
I
bullet
don't
is
think I am.
faster.
He'll outrun you. I'm telling you.
I doubt
A
it.
gun and a bullet is faster.
Also, again, you just own the facility. You can't watch the assembly line 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I'm sure I can.
You also you're cloning like
I'm making sure Hitler doesn't come
You're
out. I think I'll do
cloning
it.
I'm
like
going to make
basic
sure.
versions of people. Like
You know
this is a
what?
real question. How well do you think you recognize Hitler in a lineup with a different haircut and without the mustache?
Very-
Okay, here's my
very-
thing. Is he going to?
Very.
I feel like is he guaranteed he's going to end up just like Hitler?
Not necessarily.
Well, then there we go. I'm okay with it.
you go with the Hitler thing.
Oh, 100%.
gonna
And
go
now
with
you
Hitler.
just clean my conscience so I don't feel bad.
Phil?
Ooh, I would like to think I would. I might not though, because I'm looking at pictures of him with no mustache, and he's just some guy.
He's just some guy.
He's the most average looking moron, dude.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
gonna
I
put-
feel like
I'm
I'd
gonna
buy
send this to you
cigarettes.
real
from
quick.
Imagine him with like longer hair, no mustache, modern clothing. You're gonna tell me that out of a lineup of hundreds or
I think
thousands
I've ridden the
of
train
bodies,
with that guy.
I think I'd still take my chance with the Hitler
I sent it to you so you
clone.
could put it up on the screen.
Okay.
I think that
You'd
genuinely,
still-
I think that genuinely, without the upbringing, I don't think he'd be that bad. Like, what are the odds that lightning strikes twice? You know?
Well, that's the question. Like, are you going to rely on the nature, or I'm sorry, the
Yes.
nurture argument? Or are you
Yes.
going to put any
Yes.
of it towards nature?
Yes, because there's a chance that it won't happen. While the Alzheimer's, there's no chance that it won't happen.
I guess that's true. You're playing with probabilities. However,
Mm.
if Hitler goes on to become a new Hitler, have you saved more lives or have you ruined more?
I mean, it's not like we haven't had people who've been trying. So
Can I tell you something, man?
Yes, that's true.
This is one of the ugliest motherfuckers I have ever seen,
Uh-huh.
dude. Yeah. If you really like sit and look at his face with that fuck ass mustache on his face.
Dude.
Dude, he is so ugly, dude.
Yeah, he's like balding. His hair is thinning. His like
Not even just
skin is
that.
like just sagging.
Germans and Austrians are rat people,
His
dude.
eyes
you
are,
a
like,
fucking rat.
downturned.
This is disgusting.
His nose is like super thin. It feels like I can flick it off.
Neanderthal ass brows, sunken ass
Fucking-
eyes, dude.
yeah.
Fucking dumb fuck
His
nose.
eyebrows are like weirdly expressive, but also like kind of just dark. They're not like full.
Weird bitch ass ears, dude. Fuck this
He's
guy.
not that
dude.
tall.
He's an ugly motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you think he had to have the mustache? You had to have some sort of
Something to
pinpoint
distract
on his
it.
face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
to
you don't look
distract,
at
to
anything else.
gather, just bring your attention to a central point.
That's just Elon Musk.
That's yeah.
That's just Elon Musk, actually.
Yep. That's literally just your entire pack just dropped out.
Nice.
That's not supposed to happen.
How did that happen,
No, no,
bro?
no.
I don't know. That's
Have
not
you been
good.
recording?
That's not good.
No, yeah. I bet. Oh my god, imagine like that one episode. Although I was recording, it fucking crashed. It did feel like I wasn't recording though. But no, I don't know. I'm just looking at him like, what a fucking loser, dude. But I have ridden the train with this kind of guy before.
All
for
right.
sure.
So what's the double down, man?
There's guys in Texas that look like this because we have a big German population
Okay.
Not sure.
Would you rather
Ew.
be?
coming from the 1800s, not the 1940s.
Would you rather be
We are not Argentina.
cloned Hitler,
Would I rather be cloned Hitler?
Okay.
or you destroy the cure for Alzheimer's, but nobody knows but you? It's going to be discovered, of course, when they come back to the laboratory that everything's destroyed and it's been reset by 20 or 30 years, but no one knows that it's you. It's only you.
I could do the Alzheimer's thing, no problem.
You do the Alzheimer's thing?
Yeah, no one knows.
So funny to just be like, what happened? What? What? Oh my god, this is horrible.
You're standing there being like, I know.
Crazy,
Yeah,
huh?
No, I feel like
I just walked in too.
no, I'm the one like
This is the only entrance.
terrible.
I was ahead of you.
I just don't get
walked
it.
ahead.
The lights were off. It's daylight. I literally can't see. I literally am blind.
I literally
I'm
can't
blind.
see.
Wait, so
I
are you
lit-
saying that just tomorrow
Huh?
I wake up and
Huh?
somebody like tells me, "Oh, by the way, you're Hitler"?
No, you would live
Look
the
in the
life
mirror.
of the clone, and you know who you were cloned from, so you know what your other version of yourself did, and you know that you have those tendencies or whatever, and everyone knows who you are because you fucking look like Hitler. Eventually, somebody's gonna recognize and be like, "What the fuck?" Like, so you just have to navigate living your life as a clone of Hitler.
I mean, you'd make a killing fucking being a feature actor.
I was literally about to say my
Killing,
impersonation gig would be
dude.
awesome.
I just gotta learn German and sound pissed. Okay. Like, I gotta
Sound
like,
pissed.
Sound pissed?
1 and 2, same.
and I want the job now.
Mm.
It's like, all right, you got it. You got it.
Honestly,
The guild-
both
the
of
guild
them-
wouldn't play
both
anything
of them are
for you.
fine. Honestly, I'm okay with either.
The guild wouldn't get you.
I think I could survive it.
I'm Hitler. You think I'm guilty?
Oh wait, you mean the guilt of the,
No, for the
Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I think I could handle that guilt.
Oh,
I would feel really bad for a while.
I don't know.
But then I would be
man.
like, it's not like they knew they lost out on.
But what if one of
anything.
your relatives gets Alzheimer's down the line, and you're like,
it would suck.
I could have. Okay.
Well, think about this. Do you really
Yeah, but
want
I
to?
like, at
do you
what
really
age?
want to hear an old person talk
70?
that
Okay,
much?
it happens. I don't know, like it happens. I don't know how
Yeah.
it's to like.
Do you really want to hear the clear thoughts of an 80-year-old? Like, come on.
Do you want to hear?
Maybe this is a blessing, you know.
Do you want to hear 90-year-old people lucid? I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't think you
the
wanna-
racism would spike.
So you're both going with clone
that,
Hitler.
or it would, or it would
I'm
drop
okay with
off.
both.
I actually don't think it would spike. I think it would go the other way.
I don't think it would drop off. You think they're gonna
'Cause-
be? You think they're gonna get shy when they're older?
No, I don't think it's that. I think that they would have more of an ability to actually like be reflective on life in a meaningful way if they didn't have a mental illness changing their reality. Oh, this guy's an expert
No.
on elderly now. Okay, we got it.
Well, I did research and publish in Alzheimer's disease, so
I doubt it.
So you guys are both going to be
the
Alzheimer's
link up here.
patients.
No, he won't. Nick will not remember to do that.
no, not even.
I was like,
he
just-
probably
no.
has Alzheimer's.
I won't.
He goes, no.
Oh, I do
love
have
it."
Alzheimer's.
I see.
Huh?
100%.
Where are we?
What?
What?
I don't remember.
Well, guys,
I'm ending this episode.
that was a really good.
That was a good one.
Would you rather? Kevin explicitly wants to be a clone hit. That's kind of crazy.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to know. I love
What,
that you
did you
have a
even choose?
mustache already. and
What'd you
still
choose?
Do this.
Plug your mic back in, bro. Look, it's the bad boy of the Bowcast, dude.
Bad boy podcast.
What do you want?
What did you choose?
I literally said it doesn't matter. Choose. I'll do either.
No, you had to choose as the game, bro.
Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, Alzheimer's. Like,
It's going with Alzheimer's.
Okay. Well,
Alright.
thank you
Literally
guys for
means
watching this
such a
episode
no
of the
difference to
Bowcast.
me.
You can check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Bay1 Entertainment. Make sure to check out the website as well, bay1entertainment.com. You can find me on Instagram at phil.omf.
You can follow me at nick.bradshaw.20.
follow me at the_K_Mora.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Are we dropping anything soon?
Not soon. We got some social media stuff coming down the pike, some more shorts.
Yes.
Trying to get some of our old content out for you guys to see. So it'll be
Out.
some cool stuff. We're going to have a very active July and August, but June is kind of the prep period to get ready for that. So wait about
yeah.
another month and you'll start to see a lot of stuff on the Instagram.
Hell yeah. Whatever he said.
Yeah.
See you guys
All right.
later.
Have a great night, guys. Thanks for
Bye.
coming.